Good evening, everyone. This is Keppel from the Student Finance Office. In the briefing session tonight, we are going to provide some information regarding the household applications for student financial assistance schemes for primary and secondary school students. So, the household application form for student financial assistance scheme is a family-based application form which facilitates families with children attending primary and secondary schools or kindergartens or childcare centers to apply for student financial assistance. Our sharings tonight includes the eligibility criteria, the financial assistance schemes for primary and secondary school students, the means test, the level of assistance, the amount of assistance, the application procedures, some details on how to complete household application forms, the submission deadlines, and some inquiry session. For the eligibility criteria, the student must be a married Hong Kong resident with right of abode, right to land, or valid permissions to remain without any condition of stay in Hong Kong. The applicants must be the parent or guardians of the student. Please note that for family currently receiving comprehensive social security assistance, that is the CSSA, they should apply directly from the Social Welfare Department for the school-related expenses. There are different financial assistance schemes for needy families. First, the School Textbook Assistance Scheme. This is for primary 1 to senior secondary 6 students who study in government-aided per capita granted schools or local school under direct subsidy scheme. The scheme covers the costs of essential textbooks and miscellaneous school-related expenses. Second, the Student Travel Subsidy Scheme, which is for primary and secondary students who are attending a full-time day course up to first degree level in a recognized institution. The student should be residing beyond 10 minutes walking distance from school and need to travel to school by public transportation. Third, the Subsidy Scheme for Internet Access Charges. This is for families whose children are full-time students receiving education at primary or secondary school level or studying full-time diploma of applied education, that is the DAE we always mentioned, or equivalent courses of VTC, the Vocational Training Council, in order to meet the internet access charges for e-learning at home for their children. For example, we cover those charges on broadband internet services or SIM cards provided by the operator of fixed or mobile telecommunications. The subsidy is granted on a household basis instead of individual students or children. For the method of assessment, we have the means test, the Adjusted Family Income Mechanism, that is the AFI here, which is used to assess the eligibility of a family for student financial assistance. The AFI is based on the formula gross annual income of the family divided by the number of family members plus 1. For the gross annual income of the family, it includes the annual income of the applicant or the spouse, the 30% of the annual income of any unmarried child residing with the family, and the contribution from relatives or friends if there is any. And the member of family we normally refers to the applicant, the spouse, the unmarried child residing with the family, and the dependent parents who are supported by the applicants and or the spouse. For single-parent family of 2 to 3 members, we have a +1 factor. That said, we have the divider of the AFI formula will be increased to 2 instead of 1. This table shows which level of assistance will be obtained for different range of AFI. Please note that AFI is not the average monthly income of the family. AFI is the gross annual income of the family divided by the number of family members plus 1. For the amount of assistance, for the 2024 to 25 school year, the TA grant rates for various classes are listed as shown in the table. For example, students studying from primary 1 to 6 with full grant after assessment will receive $6,004, while the half grant will receive $3,002. For the student travel subsidies, it is calculated on the basis of an average unit fare relevant to the districts in which the student studies and reside during the term time. For the subsidy of internet access charges, the full grant of subsidies in this school year is $1,700 per family, while the half rate subsidies is $550 per family. So here comes the part about the application procedures. For applicants who have been disbursed with textbook allowance in the previous school year, will receive either access code for pre-filled electronic application form or pre-printed paper application form from March. After the submission of application and the processing the means test, and after passing the means test, I should say, the assistance will be released starting from the end of July or August. For those applicants who have not been disbursed with textbook allowance in the previous school years, they can apply using a blank application form starting from May. After passing the means test, the results will be sent to applicants in August, and the assistance will be released starting from October and November. The form to apply for the mentioned assistance is a family-based application form which facilitates families with children attending primary and secondary school or kindergarten to apply for student financial assistance in one go. Applicants may choose to complete and submit the electronic application online or submit the completed paper-based application form. You just need to choose either one. You don't need to submit duplicate applications. And for the printed forms, you can submit to either the Cheung 1 office or the Mong Kok office in person. If applicants have already submitted their electronic forms, please be reminded again that you do not need to submit the hard copy to us again. We would also like to take this opportunity to encourage the applicants to use the electronic application form, that is the e-form, so that they can submit the application online. No worries, this is just a video showing the benefits of applying the e-application. So to keep it short, you can save your time, save the traffic, save the waiting time. So we strongly encourage the e-submission online. So the upcoming parts would be the tedious part, so I will try to keep it clear and short. So this part will show you how to complete the household application form. For information, there is another notes on how to complete and return the household application form prepared on our website. So if you're uncertain about the details, you can always go to our website to download that notes for your reference. And all these notes have been translated in other language for people of diverse races. So part 1 is about the particular of the applicants. You have to fill in like your name, address, ID card number, and contact number, etc. And if you have a spouse, you have to fill in the particular of her as well, or him. And for the student applicant, you have to fill in the particulars of the student applicant and the unmarried child residing with the family. Otherwise, they will not be counted as the family member under the adjusted family income mechanism. And for the part on the subsidy for internet access charges, please do not put a tick if you wish to apply, because it is an opt-out system. So if you wish to apply for the internet access charges, you don't need to fill in anything in this part. In other words, if you put a tick here, it means that you do not wish to apply for SIA, the internet access charges. For the dependent parents, applicants should provide particulars of dependent parents if you have, who is not receiving the comprehensive social security assistance, that is the CSSA we mentioned, at the time of submission or not in employment during the assessment year. You also need to fill in the dependency status of the parents here. For the part of family income, applicants should provide detailed total annual income during the assessment period, including the salary, the contribution from children who are not residing together, relatives or friends, rental income, alimony or interests from investments. The SFO will not accept estimated amounts, so please provide actual figures to us. Since our subsidies will be disbursed to the bank accounts of the eligible applicants, please provide us a valid bank account and supporting documents to us to facilitate the payment, the auto payment. Here comes the submission deadlines for this school year, the current 2024-25 school year. For the school textbook assistance scheme, the application forms should be already submitted to us on or before the 31st of October. For student travel subsidy schemes, application forms submitted to us on or after the 1st of November and pass the means test, the payment of subsidies may be effective from the date of receipt of the application or the date of admission to school, depending on the circumstances of different cases. For the subsidy schemes for internet access charges, application forms submitted at a date on or after the 1st of February next year, only partial payment of subsidies will be made to the successful applicants. May I take this opportunity to remind you all again, under normal circumstances, we will not accept any applications submitted on or after the 1st of March next year. Applicants can always call our hotline, visit our counter, or browse our websites. You can also take reference by having a look on the information leaflet, and we also prepare some at the entrance, and some sample form translated in 8 languages for people with different races. We also have a 24-hour service hotline, the 2802-2345, for handling general inquiries. But for those case-specific inquiry, that means that you have already submitted your application to us, you will be referred to the application processor team for detailed follow-up. For this hotline, you can press 4 to select different languages of different races, such as Bahasa Indonesia, Hindi, Nepali, Punjabi, Tagalog, Thai, Urdu, and Vietnamese. Our counter service is available at the 12th floor of 1 Moncourt Road Commercial Center. The normal opening hours are from 8:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. every Mondays to Fridays. Our agency is committed to provide all possible assistance to people of diverse races so that they will have all equal opportunities to apply for the applicable financial assistance. To better support the people of diverse races, interpretation services are provided through 3-way telephone communications among our staff, the interpreters, and the applicants when necessary. You may also approach support centers for assistance to fill the application form or to use our interpretation services. You can also visit our website to get more information on the application details. We also prepare some publicity videos at our website to facilitate all of you to have a better understanding of the application for our financial assistance. We also have some leaflet and sample forms translated into different languages, like what I've just said. We have prepared some at the entrance, so if you need some, you can grab some for yourself and your friends. And you can also have our household application form prepared at our offices, the primary and secondary schools, some district offices at home affairs departments, the regional education offices of the Education Bureau, the district social welfare offices of Social Welfare Department, the support service centers for people of diverse races, and also on our website. So it comes to the end of our sharings. Please do let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.